The FBI's cyber division stared at their screens in disbelief. Someone had hacked into America's most secure networks. Department of Defense, IBM, Nokia, leaving only a digital signature, Condor. They envisioned a sophisticated foreign operative. But the truth was far more shocking. Their target was a lonely teenager in his bedroom, surviving on pizza and coding marathons. Kevin Mitnick wasn't just hacking systems, he was hacking reality itself. Meanwhile, in another corner of the internet, a physics graduate named Ulbricht was building his version of utopia. A hidden website where people could buy anything anonymously. He called it Silkroad, dreaming of a free market beyond government control. Neither man knew it yet, but their digital journeys would make them the two most wanted fugitives in cyber history. Mitnick's hacking spree read like a thriller novel. He breached Pacific Bell's systems, not for profit, but for the thrill of access. His specialty was social engineering, manipulating people into revealing passwords. He could become a telecom repairman, a frustrated colleague, or a helpful IT support agent with just a phone call. The digital locks meant nothing when he held the keys to human psychology. Ulbricht's vision grew darker as Silk Road expanded. What began as a libertarian experiment became a $1.2 billion marketplace for drugs, fake IDs, and even hacking tools. Using the alias Dread Pirate Roberts, he saw himself as a revolutionary. But revolution has casualties, and his digital utopia was built on real-world addiction and crime. The manhunt intensified when Mitnick hacked the FBI's own systems, accessing classified files about himself. It was the ultimate taunt. Agents found themselves chasing a ghost who always stayed one step ahead, using payphones, burner devices, and hacked networks to communicate. The teenager had become the FBI's white whale, elusive, brilliant, and dangerous. Back on Silk Road, Ulbricht made his fatal mistake. He tried to have 6 people killed. When a user threatened to expose his identity, Ulbricht paid hitmen $650,000 in Bitcoin for assassinations. The orders went to undercover agents, turning his cybercrime into a capital offense. The idealist had become what he hated, a violent criminal. Mitnick's capture came through old-fashioned police work. Agent Tsutomu Shimomura tracked his location through cell tower triangulation. On February 15th, 1995, they stormed his Raleigh apartment, finding not a criminal mastermind, but a pale young man surrounded by computers and junk food. The ghost had been made flesh. Ulbricht's downfall was equally dramatic. FBI agents staged a distraction at a San Francisco library, while another agent grabbed his laptop, still open, and logged into Silk Road as Dread Pirate Roberts. They captured the kingpin while he typed commands to his digital empire. His utopia ended with a gentle tap on the shoulder. The trials revealed startling contrasts. Mitnick, the hacker who never profited from his crimes, faced 5 years in solitary confinement. Ulbricht, the entrepreneur turned would-be murderer, received life without parole. Both became symbols, one of disproportionate punishment, the other of corrupted ideals. Mitnick's solitary confinement sparked global protests. Supporters argued his punishment exceeded violent criminals. Free Kevin became a hacker rallying cry, questioning whether digital crimes warranted such severity. The boy who hacked for curiosity became a cause célèbre for internet freedom. Ulbricht supporters mounted their own defense, arguing Silk Road reduced street violence by moving drug deals online. But the murder-for-hire plots undermined their arguments. The physicist who dreamed of freedom would never taste it again. His life sentence signaling that dark web entrepreneurs faced real-world consequences. After release, Mitnick transformed from cybercriminal to security consultant. The man who once hacked Fortune 500 companies now protected them. His redemption story showed that even the most wanted hacker could rehabilitate, though he never regained the freedom to use computers without supervision. Ulbricht's legacy proved darker. Copycat dark web markets emerged, learning from his mistakes while repeating his crimes. His case became the benchmark for prosecuting cybercriminals, proving that anonymous networks weren't immune to old-fashioned investigation. The technical innovations were staggering. Mitnick pioneered social engineering attacks, now used by hackers worldwide. Ulbricht mastered Bitcoin anonymity and Tor networks, creating blueprints for dark web commerce. Their methods outlived their freedom, embedded in the internet's DNA. The human cost extended beyond prison walls. Mitnick's family endured years of legal battles. Ulbricht's parents spent their retirement fighting appeals. The digital fugitives' choices devastated those who loved them most, proving that cybercrime's consequences were deeply human. Law enforcement learned brutal lessons. The FBI established dedicated cyber divisions, developed new tracking tools, and recognized that the greatest threats often came from bedrooms rather than foreign governments. Mitnick and Ulbricht forced American security into the digital age. The ethical questions persist. Was Mitnick a criminal or explorer? Was Ulbricht a visionary or monster? Their stories live in the gray area between genius and madness, freedom and anarchy, innovation and destruction. The fundamental tensions of the digital age. Today, Mitnick runs a security firm, his past a marketing tool. Ulbricht petitions for presidential clemency from prison, his case debated by lawmakers. One man rebuilt his life. The other watches his pass from a cell. Their fates offer competing visions of justice and redemption. Their technical legacies endure. Mitnick's social engineering techniques are studied by security professionals. Ulbricht's dark web model spawned countless imitators. They proved that code could challenge empires and that keyboards could be mightier than weapons. The internet's most wanted men taught us that the digital frontier has real consequences. Behind every hack is a human story of ambition, ideology, loneliness, or rage. Mitnick and Ulbricht represent the internet's dual nature, a tool for liberation and destruction, where the same genius that builds utopias can forge prisons. They sought freedom in the digital frontier, but found that every innovation carries a price. Their stories remind us that behind every line of code, there's a human heart beating with dreams, ambitions, and consequences. If these stories of digital rebels made you think about the price of freedom, subscribe to see what hidden truth we decode next. And share this with someone who believes technology should serve humanity, not control it. This is Reality Decoded, where we don't just tell stories, we uncover the human truth behind the digital veil.